Hello, and welcome to Ragnvald the Powerwork Builder. Today we are continuing on with our Eleanor build. Book 8 of our Eleanor build. Now if you remember in book 7, I was given one half of the plastic drive shaft or the axle thing. It would have been kind of nice if it would have been metal. But anyways, but package 7 had 26 in it, and I didn't do that because all you had to do was put 2 screws in there, and I didn't really want to, lose the part over the course of a month. So I just didn't do anything with it. So I am going to put the screws in now. So that way we can start out with our new build. Now that I got the other half of the axle. So there's 26 right there. And then now we'll move on to 27. So you'll see that there's 2 little screw holes right there. And that's where this piece will sit. Now I'm just trying to make sure that I get the orientation right, because it has like a T shape on it. So I'm trying to see. So they got the T shape going toward the top of the axle. Because I'm looking at the last part where you have to put it in. I'm looking at that part. So if this is like this, okay, so then this goes on like that. There we go. So when you look at it, it'll be just like that. You can see how it's like an upside down T, but that's the way they want it. So that way the T is facing the top of the floor pan of the car. So then we'll take our other half that we got, and simply slip it together, and we'll use 4 PSO5 screws. So we'll get those open. And there's 4 of those. They just go right in these little holes. Just like that. Now that's all secure. And then we just got the springs that we'll put onto it. But we need to retrieve our back half of our car. So we'll slip our springs on there like that. And then put this forward, because that's where the drive shaft will go into eventually. And you can kind of see where the spring is sitting. There's like 2 holes there. That's where you want to put it into. And then you want to turn it over, because you want to put 2 PS11 screws, which are a little bit bigger flange screws than the PSO8s that I used earlier. I'm just trying to squeeze 2 of them out of there. Okay, got that one. Now let's see. Now that I got that started, I can let go of it. And there you go. See, the screws went right there. So now your axle is on there. So we'll just kind of leave this off screen a little bit, because we are working. We're going to continue working on it. All right, now we're up to kit 28 with our leaf spring. So basically we got these. One is the front and one is the rear leaf spring. And okay, so this one That's your rear leaf spring, and there will be two of those. I won't get the other one until next month. And then this little one, that's your front leaf spring. And you can see there's a square hole there, and there's a square hole right there. That's where they will reside. And this is the left side, so it's the driver's side of the car that we're putting the leaf spring into. So and yeah, so you can kind of see how that bracket lines up with the this piece right here. That's how you know you got it in right, because as you can see, it's kind of raised up. See, and then if you try putting it in backwards, it won't even fit in there. So and the front one, it don't matter which way you put it. It fits in either way. It's just this rear one has a special way of going because it fits in with this piece here. Okay, so now we need to secure we need to secure both of those with PSO5 screws. So we'll get the last of our PSO5 screws out here. They did give me some more, but I don't need to use those right at the moment. Because I got two left over. Okay. So that one's in. And then we'll just get this one in here. I'm just looking at this one. It just wants to keep spinning. So I was just trying to make sure that was actually screwed in, because it kept twirling. Okay, now we need to orientate our leaf spring so that we put it on the right way. So I think it goes this way. No. Well, that's interesting, because the picture is not the same as the leaf spring. Okay. So it looks like the shorter. I watched a video and the guy explained it, but you can see right in this picture right there, that's your best picture to show you how to put that leaf spring in place. And basically, you want this end pointed toward the front of the car, because the shackle thing is closer to the front of the car than it is toward the back of the car. Now we'll get our pins out. So we can attach our spring. And then, yeah, there, I don't think you'll ever be able to see it, but the part that's pointed up has little gnarls on it. So that's the last part that goes in. So let me try to readjust you here a little bit, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to put this pin in here. You know, maybe my tweezers will work best to kind of help push that in there. Fiddly. There we go. I finally got it to go in there. And there we go. One leaf spring. Not quite on there. I knew for some reason that screw wasn't on there. The pin's in there though. But I knew that screw wasn't totally in there. Yeah, that's still not tightening down very well, but I can deal with that later. Get our other pin in here. Let's see. That goes in there. Are you not? There you go. So you go in there. All right. There. Now we're in. Clamp that down. There you go. One leaf spring on the car. I don't even think I'm even going to worry about that loose screw, because once I put this on there, this leaf spring's not going to go anywhere. And you want the little circle part to be on the inside because there's a shock mount that goes on it. And there's also a locating pin that goes right in there. And then that just falls right on there like that. And then it will be held down in two corners by PSO 9 screws. So get two of those out. So there's three locating pins. One silver one that's under it, and then two on the axle shaft. So when you got it in, it looks like that. So you had a screw up here and a screw down there. And I don't know if you can quite see it, but right there's a locating pin. And right there's a locating pin. And then I showed you the locating pin on this part. Okay, so we can just kind of put this aside for the moment because we're done with that. Because now we're going to move on to the shock tower or strut tower. So we need this piece and that piece and a pin to put the two pieces together. So, and just like before, you know, it's got a little rough edge. Excuse me. And you want to put the rough edge in last. And just like that, it's on there. So. All right. Apologize for the interruption. It's just getting a little toasty in here. So we need to secure this with a PSO5 screw. So need to cut my PSO5 screws open. Get one of those out. And then there's a square hole. I don't see. Yeah, right there. That's where the shock tower is going to go. So you want to kind of put it in so it's at a, so that way we can line up the silver part to it. There we go. I had to use my tweezers to kind of get it in there. It didn't want to go in there. And of course it slipped out of its joint. That's why the screw wasn't going all the way in. So I know it's hard to see black on black, but it's down in there. There it is. You can just about see it right there. Right where my finger's pointing. So we got that one in. And then we'll put in the little shock for it. And we'll screw that in place with a PSO8 screw, which is one of those tiny little flange screws. Kind of hold, try to hold the little shock piece so you can screw it in. Otherwise, it's just gonna twist in your hand. All right. There you go. And that's what that looks like when you're done. And then we will assemble the brake parts. Like we did before. Now I like what the Maker's Cave did with his. He actually cut this piece out to make it look like a more realistic dust cover, and then he painted it black and painted the caliper as well. And I either didn't get my caliper or I just lost it. Huh. That's interesting. I don't think they gave me the caliper for this wheel. Because I don't seem to have it. And I don't think I lost it. So I think what I'm going to do, just for the sake of this video, is I'm going to try to pop that apart. How does that doesn't go on? Okay, that's... You know what I think they did? I think they gave me two front hub assemblies, or two front front pieces. Because I don't see how this goes together. Because that's the brake caliper, and those little things that are sticking out, those go into that hole right there. And there's the piece, but there's no way for me to clip it onto the brake disc. I think I got two of the same discs. Oh. Okay, I'm just being silly. The hole for the brake drum is right where my finger is. I knew that. Well, but still, that doesn't change the fact that I don't have this piece. But I can put this on. I just don't have this, so I'm borrowing it from my other wheel. So there you go. That's on there like that. And then this is just a preview. Let me line that up. But then, you know, that'll go on like that with that. So, but we're not supposed to do that yet. Put the wheels on. I think that's a future episode, but that is a little concerning that I didn't get my brake disc for this back tire. So I'll look around and see if maybe I dropped it. I don't know. I didn't hear it hit the floor or anything. I just truly think that they missed that piece. Because this is what it was packaged in, the brake pieces, and there's nothing there, and there's nothing in the box. Nothing in the box but the scraps. So had a pair of pliers right there. So anyhow, that's the end of the build. We do have package 30. Again, I'm not going to open this until next month when I get the other piece of it. I mean, all you're really doing in this one is just putting that center piece in. So you just, you're putting that into that. And then just putting it away for a month until you can get the other part. So to keep it safe, I'll just keep it locked in this little pouch. And when we get next month's delivery, I will put it together, kind of like what I did with pack 26. I saved it until this month to put it together. So anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, you're enjoying me build this Eleanor, please, like, share, comment. I'd really like it if you would subscribe to the channel. It would help me grow. I am trying to grow the channel. And I think I looked at the analytics, and 99% of the people watching my videos were just watching them. They weren't really subscribing to my channel. I understand that I'm not as, fluffy as some of the other YouTubers, but I think that's what makes me me. So Like I said, this Eleanor was brought to you by Fanhome. And I've been Ragnvald the Power Work Builder. And until next time, I do have pack 23 of the Knight Rider coming. I've been waiting 10 days for them to ship out pack 7 of this beautiful car, so that way I can continue on with that build, because I've got pack 8, but I can't do anything with 8 until I get 7. So I'm waiting on that. I have package 18 finally after 5 months for the Dodge. But I'm waiting on package 19 that they finally decided to ship out to me after I paid for it 3 months ago. So I'm finally going to get the next 2 packs on that. And as far as the fast cars, I'm waiting on 2 cars for that to make a video. I've got 2 videos, waiting, but I need the cars for it. So it's just a waiting game at this point. And we'll see. Oh, and one other detail. PowerWorkUpgrades.com sells these beautiful blueprints. They did sell the beautiful dust covers. They no longer have them. But before they discontinued their dust cover collection, I was able to acquire my GTR dust cover for the Skyline. It's a very beautiful blue dust cover. I did put a post up on Facebook about it. But yeah, they will be closing down their company at the end of the year. So if you want any blueprints, any power mods, anything that they sell, get them before the end of the year, because the start of 2025, they will no longer be doing business. So, thank you. I've been Ragnvald the Power Work Builder. I'll catch you next time when I hopefully have my Nissan Skyline parts, or my pack 19 of my Dodge, or my pack 23 of the Knight Rider. Thank you for watching.